holding that note. Praise him.
He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world.
Oh, he got the whole world in his hands, y'all?
In his hands, he's got the whole world. In his hands, he's got the whole world in his hands. He's got you and me, brother. In his hands, he's got you and me, sister. In his hands, he's got you and me, brother. In his hands, he's got the whole world in his hands. Yeah, he's got everybody here. Yeah, in his hands, he's got everybody here. In his hands, he's got everybody here. In his hands, he's got the whole world in his hands. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Glory, hallelujah, Lord, I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. When the saints go marching in. Gonna be in that number. When the saints go
That's her mom, and that was her leading that song. Amen? So she was known to bring, one of the first gospel artists to bring gospel music into the secular realm. Amen for that. Amen? How many know everybody needs to hear the gospel music? Amen?
Yeah.
Because it brings life. So right there in that, as she's in a club setting, they brought life into a club setting. Amen?
Amen.
And so one of the first ones to be on TV, be in Las Vegas. And so she's one of the ones that you don't hear about. You hear about Mahalia Jackson, you hear about some of the others, but Clara Ward was the first one to pave the way in that, and had signed for a TV show before she passed.
Paved it for Aretha Franklin.
Right. You said what?
Aretha Franklin.
Yeah, paved the way for Aretha Franklin. She used to sing with Aretha's dad and in this church quite often. So, I mean, I just want to encourage you, get to know Clara Ward. Amen?
Amen.
Who do we have next?
Next, we have Alexis Sanders, who will bring forth the portrayal of Debbie Janine Thomas. Give her a hand.
Just you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Deborah Janine Thomas. I was born in Poughkeepsie, New York, on March 25th, 1967. I was raised in San Jose, California, where I began to ice skate when I was only 5 years old. My mom sacrificed to drive me over 100 miles a day between home, school, and the rink. By the time I was 9, I was taking ice skating lessons and winning figure skating competitions. 2 years later, I started to train with Coach Alex McGowan for the Olympics, who helped to guide my career. As an African American figure skater, judges were often unfair to me, giving more points to my white competitors for skills that weren't as good or weren't as hard. I persevered, however, and at the age of 12, I went to the National Novice Finals, where I won the silver medals. When I was 16, I represented the Los Angeles Figure Skating Club, beginning in 1983, which propelled my career. However, I was not only athletic, but also intelligent. I entered Stanford University as a freshman in 1985, where I studied in engineering until I graduated in 1991. I won both the 1986 U.S. Figure Skating Championships and the World Championships in the same year while attending college full-time. Both of these achievements helped me earn the ABC's Wide World of Sports Athlete of the Year award that year. I became the first African American to win a non-novice title. In 1987, I was injured with Achilles tendonitis in both ankles, but still managed to place second at the U.S. Nationals. I recovered before the World Championships, finishing with a close second place. I later reclaimed the U.S. national title in January 1988. 1 month later, I won the bronze medal at the 1988 Winter Olympic Games in Calgary and became the first African American to win a medal at the Winter Olympics. After I retired from figure skating, I pursued a medical degree and graduated from Northwestern University Medical School in 1997. In 2005, I also graduated from the orthopedic residency program at Charles R. Drew University in Los Angeles. I was added into the U.S. Figure Skating Hall of Fame in 2000. I was also chosen by President George W. Bush to be in the U.S. delegation for the opening ceremonies of the 2006 Winter Olympics in Turin, Italy, along with other former Olympians. I am currently privately practicing orthopedic surgery in Richland, Virginia, and have an 18-year-old son named Christopher Jules Bequette. I am Deborah Janine Thomas. Thank you for your time. Congratulations.
Good job. Great job. Awesome. Good job, Alexis.
Very good job. Everybody did a great job so far. Next we have...
Next up, we have our surgeon, Wesley London, who will be portraying Daniel Hale Williams. Give him a hand.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. My name is Daniel Hale Williams. I was a black surgeon that performed the world's first pericardium surgery. I was born on January 18th, 1856, in Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania. When I turned 10, I moved to Baltimore and lived with my family and friends there. This is where I became a shoemaker's apprentice. Because I didn't like the work, I tried different jobs and finally decided to strive for a career in medicine. There, I began working as a doctor's apprentice in Chicago Medical College. In 1893, a man named James Cornish was rushed into the hospital with several stab wounds in his chest. Without any blood transfusion or any modern equipment, I managed to suture his pericardium. After that, I decided to move to Washington, D.C., where I was appointed the chief surgeon of the Freedmen's Hospital. There, I worked to improve surgical procedures, increase intuition and specialization, allow public viewings of surgeries, launch ambulance services, and adding multiracial staff. There, I continue to provide opportunities for Black